Hello everyone, and welcome to my YouTube or Instagram or wherever I've uploaded this to. I'm not actually sure where I'm going to put this. Maybe I'm not even going to upload it at all, but we'll see how we go. I am going to be doing tarot readings. Yes, you can see all my major arcanas here. My name is Oscar. Hello, nice to meet you. How you doing? And this is what I want to do on this page, I suppose, or this channel, or whatever it's called. Tarot readings. Now, essentially, I woke up today and decided I wanted to do this. I've recently been getting more into tarot readings. I've wanted to do tarot readings for more people in my life, and honestly, I think the people in my life are getting a little tired of it. So I'm deciding to try and share my passion online with you. Where's the camera? That's it. You, specifically. Yes, you. Now, I woke up today wanting to do this, so you're going to have to excuse the stuff to the right here. I've got my phone perched up like an Assassin's Creed assassin. It's ready to jump off at any point, but this is the only way I could figure out how to do it and reveal the cards in a way that not only you can see, but I can see. Obviously, I'm going to be reading the cards to you, so I need to see them. Yeah, I suppose let's get into doing a reading. Now, I've only got the major arcanas here, and I'm using the original Rider-Waite tarot deck. Very nice. Nothing fancy. I can do readings with minor arcanas as well, but to keep it a little more short form, we're just going to be doing the major arcanas today. I'm not sure if this is something I'm actually going to stick with. I'm usually pretty flaky with things like this. So we're just going to keep it short, keep it simple, you know, have some fun with it. Usually what happens is I shuffle this deck by doing like a 52 card pickup. Now, I did that previously off camera, so you're just going to have to trust me on that. I had a video recorded before where I recorded the 52 card pickup and it was pretty lame. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to shuffle the deck. And I'm going to try to think of a question for you guys. Let's see. Normally, I get the person I'm doing the reading for to come up with a question and pick the cards. But of course, because this is online, we can't really do that. So I'm just going to have to try telekinetically guess which cards you want, and we're going to do the reading based off that. As for the question, I'm thinking, how about we make the question, is 2024 going to be a good year for me? Now, I know good is very, subjective, I suppose, but, maybe it's too subjective. You know what? Let's do, is 2024 going to be an area of success in the road of money for me? Am I going to make money this year? Am I going to be making that sweet, sweet bank? Well, my dear watchers, let's find out. I've shuffled my deck. I've done a few flips here and there as well, which, of course, you probably haven't seen because I'm still learning how to do things in front of a camera. But usually, we get the person to pick out 3 cards. So, 3 cards. Let's see. Oh, I like this one. Not sure what it is. That's the whole point of tarot reading. You're not supposed to know what you're picking. So, let's do this one. And you know what? I'm vibing with this one. Right off the bat. Let's do it. So, let me explain my reading to you. This is you in the present in regards to your goals. This is you in the past and how it affects you in the present. And this is the future and what is going to happen as a result of these two. First, we flip this card over. Okay, the devil. You, devil, what have you been up to? We flip this one. Flipped the moon. And then we flip this one. The Fool flipped. Interesting. All right. So, usually I read from left to right. So we're going to start off with the moon flipped. So, let me think. The moon usually is indicative of hidden enemies and danger, but this is flipped, you see. So, if we take this into consideration, right now it seems like the past for you is silence, lesser degrees of deception. So, how do I work this? There's some kind of mistake in your past that's influencing you right now, which is the devil. Violence, mostly, is what it seems like. But also force and something that is predestined, but it doesn't have to necessarily be evil. Think of it as like a driving force. So I think what the cards are saying right now is that you want to be rich. I mean, who doesn't, yeah? Who doesn't want to be rich? But it seems like you have this driving force to want to be rich. There's something in your life that's pushing you to want to be rich. But it seems like right now, there's something in your past, some kind of silence, something that's affecting that. You can't really be as forceful as you want to be, yet at least. Now let's have a look at the Fool flipped. Now this is indicative of your future and how the future is going to impact you today. I guess that doesn't really make sense, but I'm sure it will when I discuss the reading with you. So let's have a look. Usually apathy, absence. So it seems like these two go in tandem pretty well. You've got this silence that is stopping you from being as forceful as you want to be. And in the end, it looks like that this, whatever this is, something in your past that has indicated that you can't necessarily go forward with you pushing yourself to want to be rich, is going to result in you just not doing it. It just looks like it's not going to happen. Now, I know that doesn't necessarily seem like the most positive reading in the world, but we aren't done yet, wouldn't you believe? No. So what I like to do after this is we pick another two cards. This one here, I like it. We put it down like this. And this one, we put it down like this. What these cards are bridges. So, these are kind of like defining events that move along the track here. So, the defining event from your past that's led to you here now, and the defining event here that leads to this apathy. Now, this is kind of like another way for me to bridge these events together. So, let's have a look and see what happens. We've got the star not flipped. Now, as you can see, it's on the right-hand side here. So right-hand side means not flipped. Left-hand side means flipped. I hope I've explained that well enough. Depending on which way the card's facing here. So this is not flipped. And this one here, also not flipped. The sun. So we've got a non-flipped the star and a non-flipped the sun. So the star. The star not flipped is usually some kind of like theft, abandonment, and then we have the sun here, which usually means material happiness, fortunate marriage, contentment. Interesting. Very interesting. So to me, it seems like whatever this silence is, and whatever's happened here, it's almost robbed you of the ability to be as forceful as you want. So whether this be some kind of like theft in real life or some kind of like mental theft, maybe, I'm not entirely sure, but it seems to me like someone's taken something from you. Someone has robbed you of something, and that has led to you wanting to be more forceful in this pursuit of money. You want this forcefulness, but it seems like it's not going to happen, essentially. Now, this is indicative of apathy and not really interested in this anymore, but this means that you've got some kind of contentment in your life, some kind of material happiness that you're already relatively happy with. So if I take this reading as the sum of its whole, it seems like what this is you are essentially silent about being robbed of something. Something's been taken from you. And whatever this something is it's driven you to want more in your life. You're not taking this lying down. No. You want to be better than this. You don't want to be silenced. Along the way, you will find some material happiness and contentment. Now, what this means essentially is, in the form of material happiness, it looks like you're going to be successful somewhat. You're going to find some kind of, material wealth, and you're going to be happy with that. But this here is going to lead to apathy. So I think what this is trying to say is that you're going to find like a modicum of success. You're going to be happy with whatever you get, but you are going to stop halfway. You're going to be, whatever happens, you're going to be happy with what you get, but you're not going to see it the whole way through. Almost as if you have your fun with it and you kind of put it down. I wonder if this reading reflects me doing this channel, maybe. Let's see. But we're not even done just yet. As with all things, we want ways to try get the future we want. We want ways to figure out how we're going to get to where we want to be. How do we want to avoid what we want? Not avoid what we want. How do we want to avoid things that we don't like and get things that we do like? What I like to do here is I like to pull another 4 cards. This one. This one. Oh, good choice. Yeah, let's do this one. And, yeah, you know what? This one. Yeah. Okay. So, these 4 final cards here are kind of like suggestions, I suppose. This is a way that you can use your past to help you. And this is a card here that essentially is going to work against you. This is your past working against you. The same for your future. This is your future working for you. This is your future working against you. Let's flip the cards and see what we've got here. The Hierophant, unflipped. The Lovers, unflipped. World, flipped. And the Tower flipped. Interesting. So we've got unflipped cards on the left side and flipped cards on the right side. So, let's start with the past. So, this is how your past works for you and against you. So, we have an unflipped Hierophant. So, working for you in the past is an alliance of some sort. Some kind of marriage. Perhaps between friends or between lovers even. Ooh, lovers. Whatever's working for you in the past, it seems to be your friends. So, your friends seem to be helping you out. Your lover seems to be helping you out. You are receiving some kind of outside help here that isn't from you. Wherever it's from someone else in your life. And then here, working against you is the Lovers. Attraction, love, beauty. Interesting. How does that work against you in this sense? Perhaps what's happened here is that something was stolen from you in some sense. So something was taken from you. Your friends are helping you through it, but there's some kind of attraction here that's pulling you away. I wonder what that means. Perhaps you found some embarrassing new thing that you're into. Perhaps you accidentally blew a little too much money on something that you weren't necessarily too proud of. And that is why your past here is silence and how something has been robbed from you. It's almost like you didn't mean to spend as much money as you did, or you didn't mean to spend as much time and effort as you did on this particular thing, but you have. And as a result, you feel like it's been taken from you. Now let's have a look at these flipped cards over here. So we've got the flipped tower, and we've got flipped the world. Well, obviously, let's start off with the flipped tower. Now, the flipped tower usually is... How do I word this? Some kind of like tyranny, one opinion almost. Like there's single-handedly one thing that is objectively correct, and that's what you should be doing. And then we have flipped the world, which is stagnation and permanence. So yes, no, this reinforces the apathy that I was talking about before. What you need here is you need to stick with this driving force, whatever it is. You need to smash through it, whatever it is. You can't let yourself stagnate. Working for you, it seems to be one opinion, one idea, almost like a tyrannical force overtaking your thoughts. You have one idea and you need to go for it. Now, I think what this is really hammering home and reinforcing here is that whatever... Yes, no, that's exactly what it's saying. You need to be firm in your beliefs. You need to recognize that your ideas are worth it seems like. You can't just give up halfway, which is what the Sun here and the Fool seems to indicate. You need to go through the whole way. Whatever ideas you have for money, whatever ideas you have for earning some kind of income, you need to see them through the whole way. Now, I know this is sounding kind of like, yes, of course, Oscar, that's how this works. Don't give up halfway. It seems like whatever monetary things you have happening to you, they're going to be pretty good. They're going to be pretty good, whatever they are. But if you want to make some real money, you need to see that idea through the whole way, as indicated by the flipped tower here. You need one opinion, one idea, and these here all speak to stagnation. It seems like whatever success you have and whatever wealth you find, it's going to run out unless you keep at it, you keep sticking at it, you keep going. Very interesting here. Now, we do one more card. And essentially, this final card here is the answer. It's where you end up, essentially. It's what the answer to this question is. Is 2024 going to be a lucrative year for me? Well, let's find out. Here's our card. I like putting it on the top there. Signifies its importance. Now we flip it. The Empress. Ooh. Wow. The Empress is usually some kind of initiative, action. It also usually means difficulty. So, it's going to be a hard road. That's for sure. Your pursuits for money, it's going to be pretty tricky. But if you take the action, you take the initiative, you'll be successful. How about that? I mean, that seems pretty straightforward as things are considered. I mean, one thing I didn't tell you guys is that my cards can be pretty sassy sometimes. If I have to give kind of like a too long, didn't listen kind of read, it's yes, you idiot. If you put time, initiative, and action into it, and you don't give up halfway, of course you're going to get rich. Hello? It also seems like your past, like you've spent too much money in your past on frivolous things that you're not necessarily getting enough out of. So I suppose this is kind of like the past here is indicating, yeah, look, whatever you've been spending money on, you're not necessarily getting enough out of it. Now, I'm not necessarily sure if that's true for you. Maybe you're getting a lot of activity out of whatever you're spending your money on, but it seems like there's something in your past that you did spend a lot of money on that you're not necessarily too happy with. These cards here, the Star, the Devil, they all seem to be leading towards you taking action this year. If you do take this action this year, you are going to be successful. This seems like a pretty fortunate reading, honestly. You just need to put the work ethic in. So my cards are pretty much saying to you, do work. Put the effort in. Whatever your idea is, as indicated by the Tower here, whatever your idea is, stick with it, and you'll be successful. Don't give up halfway, as indicated by the Sun. It's going to lead to apathy. It's going to lead to stagnation. These are things you want to avoid. You will be successful this year, as indicated by the Empress here. And you, right now, are the driving force that you need to push yourself through. So, don't forget, you're going to do good this year if you put your mind to it. Just keep it up, whatever you're doing. And don't lose that driving force. That's important. Well, that was certainly a reading and a half there. I feel like my cards were being a little bit sassy for the first reading. Of course you're going to find success if you put time and effort into it. But I think the cards are also saying, whatever your idea is this year, stick with it. You can do it. So, how's that? A nice little comforting message to chime off the video. Thank you for watching this, 22-minute video. I didn't realize my readings were so long. No wonder no one wants me to do them in real life anymore. Jesus. Thank you for watching. And wherever I've uploaded this to, I guess we'll see. I might upload again. I might not. Honestly, I had a lot of fun doing this. I'd like to do it again. Yeah. I guess I will talk to you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.